Hello everyone, welcome back to Isadora. I hope you're having a good week. Okay, so this is another session of If It Resonates. I explained how this works in my last video, so I don't want to have to keep going over it again. If you do have the time, you can look at the last video and see how it works. Okay, basically I'll just explain it anyway. So if it resonates is if you have, I'm going to be going through a scenario, and if this scenario resonates with something you're going through, somebody around you is going through, or you've heard before, it means it's for you. Do you understand? So like I said, if you really want to get the details, you can look at the last video. So today I'm going to be talking about another scenario. I'm going to be going from a woman's perspective. You can flip the script, or if there's enough time, I can explain from a man's perspective. But if I say a woman's perspective, doesn't mean a man is not going through this. It might not be in the exact same way, but I'll try to explain as I go along. So I'm starting from a woman's perspective. So you're a woman, and here's your scenario. You're married, or you're in a high level of commitment. So that means you're either married, or you've been engaged to somebody, like it's like marriage, or you have a long-term partnership with somebody, you have kids anyway. Do you understand? So let's go with the married story. So let's just say you're married. Like I said, it could be a high level of commitment. You could just have a long-term fiance, or you can have like a baby dad, but you live together, you're partners, you're long-term partners. So anyway, and you're well known. Now, when I say well known, you may be a celebrity, you may not be a celebrity. Do you understand? You may just be well known in your community. You may be well known on your street. You may be well known amongst your group of friends. You're well known. Together as a couple and individually. Do you understand? Individually, you're well known. Together as a couple, you're well known. Like I said, well known to whatever group you're in. Do you understand? So that's what I mean by well known. Anyway, so you're both well known people, like I said, as a couple and individually. Now, you have an almost picturesque kind of marriage. Do you understand? The sort of marriage that a lot of people envy. Do you understand? Like I said, because individually you're stand-up people, and then together you're like a power couple kind of thing. Do you understand? So so the both of you have that picturesque kind of marriage that people envy, people want. So anyway, you, the woman, you have a cis. Do you understand? This is somebody you probably grew up with, may not be blood related, but you're already so close, it's like you're blood related. Do you understand? So this person is like a blood relative, because you grew up together, you're so close. This is somebody you call your blood. This is somebody you call your sis. Do you understand? This is somebody that you're very, very, very close to. Now, this person was probably seeing somebody. Do you understand? Whatever it is, it could have been a marriage, it could have been a relationship. She got pregnant and has a child out of it. Now, the child could be anywhere between maybe 3 to about 8, 9 years old. Do you understand? The child could be anywhere around that age. But anyway, so I'm trying to break it down. So if this is your scenario, I mean, if it resonates, then it's for you. So anyway, the child could be anywhere around that age. So, but they're no longer together. Now, you don't know much about this baby daddy or husband. It's not like you don't know much, but the person is not really in tune with the rest of the family, if it makes any sense. So, but they are no longer together now. So, but there's a child out of that relationship. Now, you've heard rumors. You've heard rumors, and people have told you, and you've actually been a bit suspicious that the child may not actually belong to the other partner. Do you understand? You've heard rumors and you've been suspicious that the child belongs to your husband. Do you understand? Your partner, your man. Now, if you have heard rumors but you've not been able to clarify, the answer is yes, it does belong to your husband. Now, if you have clarified and you know that it actually belongs to your husband, and you know they both betrayed you, but you two, you settled it, you've tried to, do you understand, live with the betrayal, you've forgiven them. Do you understand? So if you do know that the child belongs to your partner, but you think the betrayal is over, The thing is, it's actually not. They're still very much seeing each other. Now, for the man, for your husband, it may not be anything serious, because obviously there are other women as well. Do you understand? And you're just trying to, this all is not well. You're trying to focus on your kids, right? So, for your husband, it may not be that serious. But for her, for your sis or whatever it is, do you understand? If she's one of those women, and this is the downside of it, if she's one of those women that wants to have her kids, all her kids by one man, do you understand? Then she's going to have another child for you, for your husband. Do you understand? Like I said, if you haven't confirmed it, the child does belong to your husband. If you have confirmed it, but you think it's all over and everything is settled, no, it's not. They're definitely still seeing each other. Like I said, for him, it may not be anything that serious. He's just saying how, obviously, they have a child together. So he's being cordial, but at the same time, they're still very intimate with each other. For her, if she's one of those women that she doesn't believe in going out to have kids for different men, which she may not be, she may be planning to have another kid for your husband. Now, this downside is, once another child comes in, do you understand? She's no longer that sis, do you understand, with you anymore. She now becomes a competitor. Do you understand? It's now going to be very dangerous. It's going to be a very dangerous situation, because she's no longer your sis or whatever it is you want to call it. She's now your competitor. Do you understand? So she's now like the other woman. She's like the other wife. So it's going to be it's going to be a very dangerous situation. Do you understand? It's going to be really, really bad. It won't turn out well, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know what you're supposed to do about it. I'm just saying that this is the scenario. They're still very much betraying you. They're still very much seeing each other. It may not be serious for him, but for her, she may be planning to have another child. And once she does, it's not going to be all rosy anymore. She's not going to be asking for your forgiveness anymore. She's going to start competing with you in ways that you can't even imagine. Do you understand? So it's not going to turn out well. The whole family sis thing is going to break apart. Do you understand? Now, that's from a woman's perspective. If it's from a man's perspective, you are married, your child or one of your children, do you understand, you have kids together with this woman. So if you're a man, you have kids with this woman. So your child or one of your children, you've been suspicious. You've heard rumors. You've heard, do you understand, you have been suspicious that, first of all, the child doesn't look like you. Secondly, the child doesn't act like you or like their siblings. Do you understand? Now, you have been suspicious and you've heard rumors that the child belongs to a very good friend of yours, or somebody you would call like a bro, like an uncle kind of thing. Do you understand? Like an uncle, a bro, a very close, do you understand, kind of person to your family. Do you understand? Somebody that comes to maybe all your celebrations. Somebody that is very much in tune with your family. Do you understand? That child belongs to that person. Do you understand? So you've heard rumors and you've been suspicious, and here's the thing, yes, the child does belong to that person. Now, if you have actually confirmed it, that yes, your wife betrayed you, your partner, your wife, do you understand, betrayed you with your friend or your uncle or your brother or whatever it is, and you have forgiven the betrayal because you think it's over, the thing is, it's not over. They're very much still seeing each other. Now, the downside to this, if you're from a man's perspective, is that if you have anything of value, if you have anything like properties or money or whatever, they may decide to take you out. They may decide to do whatever it is to you, do you understand? Hurt you, just so that they can end up together. It's a very dangerous situation because the betrayal is not over. They're still seeing each other. And if you have anything of value, they may decide to take you out of the equation. They may decide to hurt you and abscond with your children, or abscond with the one that is just their child, and the children will end up suffering the whole thing plus you. Do you understand? So it won't end well. It's not a very good situation. I don't know what you're supposed to do about it. It's just a scenario. Do you understand? If you haven't found out the child belongs to that person, if you have found out but you think the betrayal is over, it's definitely not. They are definitely still seeing each other, and it would turn out to be a very dangerous situation. Do you understand? Especially if she gets pregnant by him again, or even if not, if you do have anything of value, they may decide to take you out of the equation. They may decide to be hurtful towards you, and to the other children that isn't his, if that makes any sense. So that's the scenario. If it resonates, then the story is for you. Do have a lovely, 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 beautiful week. Love you all. Bye.